Welcome to the EWC breakdown for Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. And wow, we have a lot to talk about. The Kiel Raiders heading to state in girls soccer. We'll get to that later here in the episode. But first, let's talk now about some baseball here. And let's go now. So the story was the Chilton Tigers, right? I mean, they had everything going, right? They had the sectional at home, hosting a sectional in Chilton, and they won. So how it works, you play 2 games in one day to go to state, right? They win game 1. They beat Lomira 9-0. No problem. They continued that dominance. And then they ran into Kenosha St. Joseph, and wow, that was quite the squad there. And they do beat Chilton there 8-2, but Chilton's fantastic season ends. They made it there's 1 win away from heading to state, so no hanging your heads there. Congrats to the Chilton Tigers on a phenomenal season there. And then we had the baseball all-conference teams. Those were thankfully released, so we can have those for you guys here on this Tuesday morning, and I'll read through them here. I do not have softball, though, full disclosure, and then we do have girls soccer, so we'll be going through those right now. So let's go. First team all-conference. Here it is. The pitchers, there are 3 here. Alex Breckheimer, Max Miller, and then Brett Hartlaub. Catcher was Reese Stengel out of Roncalli. Mason Banky is the first position player then with Austin Grube. Tate Hartlaub, Max Miller, Mason Myers, Brett Hartlaub, and then Hunter Robiecki. And we'll talk about the conference player of the year after this, but of course he was the first teamer, and he was unanimous as well as a first team all-conference. Second team all-conference now. Henry Schnell out of New Holstein, Tate Hartlaub out of Kiel, Mason Schmall out of Sheboygan Falls, Mitch Schwobe out of Chilton, Daniel Schmitz then, Ryan Pierquet, Zach Halbuck, Casey Hippard, Grant Munns, Ethan Deselier, Spencer Gilbertson then rounds out the second team. Honorable mentions now, Ryan Fisher out of Roncalli, Caden Kish, Otis Berge, RJ Jeffrey, all 3 of those out of Valders then. So there's 4 pitchers there for honorable mention. Noah Hausler out of New Holstein then is the catcher. Day Nikolai, Jackson Neese, Kayla Brooks, Caden Kish, Martin DeWayne, Damian Gretz, and then Orion Gauger. That rounds out then the conference team. And like I said, player of the year, no surprise, Alex Breckheimer, unanimous selection for conference player of the year. And then Chilton did in fact win the conference as we talked about. But yeah, let's go to softball. So, like I said, we do not have the all-conference squad, but we do have the updates on the New Holstein Huskies. Look, they make it to state. They storm all the way then to Madison. They win game 1 at state. You got to win 2 here in softball. They win 5-2 in game 1 against Baldwin Woodville. And with that, they started off hot. They got 2 runs in the first. They had a 4-0 lead. And in the bottom of the 6th, Baldwin Woodville scores 2. They get an insurance run in the 7th, and then they close it out. So they win that game, and then they're 1 win away from that gold ball, and they come up short. They lose 5-3 against Poinet. So in that, the game, they get the first run. They score on the top of the 2nd. Then they give up 4 in the bottom of the 3rd, and that was kind of all she wrote here, with New Holstein scoring 1 in the 4th and then 1 in the 6th. So that's an unfortunate way there to end the season for the Huskies, but they still, have a phenomenal year. They still get silver there with the trophy, and look, still an impressive season, representing the EWC well at Madison, so congrats to them on all of the success. Let's go to soccer now. I know we're going through them because we got to go through a lot of these names, a lot of teams and things to read here, so here it is. So for the girls' soccer, like I said, Kiel Raiders make it to state. Their Instagram page, they sent in a wonderful update here to just inform the audience and inform myself here. So here it is, just an update. They beat Sheboygan Lutheran 4-0 on Thursday. And with that then, they said they came out a little slow in the first half, but they picked it up. Abby Moore scored the first goal. And then Taylor Schad, she took care of the rest. She had 3, had the hat trick, of course. And then with that, then they had a sectional final. So that was a sectional semi, right? So they beat Sheboygan Lutheran in that one 4-0, like I said. Then they play Howard's Grove for the sectional final. They win that 4-0 as well. And this one, Taylor Schott, she had the first goal. And then Grace McDowell scored the second with an assist then from Taylor Schott. And then Taylor, she took care of the rest. She scored the last two. And yeah, you bet. Kiel Raiders, they're going to state. So congratulations on that. We do have their opponent too. They're playing the Prairie School Friday, June 17th at 11 a.m. They will be playing there. And then let's go now to the all-conference team. The EWC Packerland, right? They do that little co-op thing for girls soccer. So here they are. So we'll do it's forwards, midfielders, defenders, and then the goalkeeper, of course. I'm going to go through them here. Lauren Danes out of New Holstein, and then Ava Podokar out of Sheboygan Falls, and Taylor Schott at Kiel. She was unanimous there. And then for midfielders, Aubrey Arnold, Brianna Gulig, who was unanimous out of New Holstein, Cami Lukey out of Sheboygan Falls, Abby Moore from Kiel, also unanimous, and then Dayton Thiel for the midfielders. Defenders, Lily Simon out of New Holstein, Elishaba Sippel, Savannah Stroney, and then Caitlin Usedline out of Kiel there for all those four. And then Drew Starr is the goalkeeper from Sturgeon Bay. Forwards now, Skylin Jager out of New Holstein, Allie Kosolik, Sage August, Natalie Lange, Rihanna Christ, Emma Rachel, and then Lydia Vandermeer. That was forwards. There's the first two, and then midfielders were the last five. The defenders then, Zalaire Fellows, Elena Litz, Addison Schweely, and then Keely Troop. And then the goalkeeper was Sadie Johnson out in NEW Lutheran Providence Academy co-op there. And then honorable mentions, we'll get through these as well. Lydia Maternowski, Natalie Putman, Isabel Simons, Mariana Valenzuela. For the midfielders, defenders, Ava Katie, Emmy Troop, Alyssa Vogt. Then for defenders, and then goalkeepers, Molly Finnell, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Brianna Remy. Then rounds it out there. And then player of the year, you guessed it, Taylor Schott from the Kiel Raiders, set all the records. Look, the list goes on for her accomplishments, so congrats on that. And yeah, good luck to the Kiel Raiders. Look, we got to represent the conference, and that's exactly what the Kiel Raiders are doing, representing that state, just like how New Holstein did in softball. So yeah, I mean, that's going to wrap it up here. I know it was brief, but with that, we didn't have any track to talk about. Unfortunately, I don't have golf results of the state, the situation going on there, but look, we'll keep you updated. Next week, we'll plan to just go through when we get softball all-conference squads, and then when we get the result, of course, for Kiel at state. So those will be the two main talking points next week. Don't know how long the episode will be then. But yeah, expect on EWC_sports on the Instagram. Well, we should have up some all-conference posts soon. And yeah, I mean, check out my stuff here, Drew Skyberg at Drew's Sports Crew. So the Instagram then is Drew Sports Crew. And then that's the Instagram and Twitter. And then Facebook is Drew's Sports Crew. And then you all can also find us on YouTube at Drew's Sports Crew. So yeah, that'll wrap it up here on this Tuesday morning. Drew Skyberg signing off. So thank you all for listening to yet another episode of Drew's Sports Crew, the perfect podcast for you.